Hello. Let me tell you my story very shortly because we don't have a lot of time. My name is Edward. Nice to meet you. And when I was a little boy I used to love Christmas, horses and panda bears. Then I grew some more and because I used to love to listen to stories on my pickup player, I learned them all by heart. Regardless of their age, people love fairy tales, so I was usually asked to tell these stories to other kids in kindergarten. Really, who doesn't love a good story? Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm from Romania, a country located in Europe. My hometown is named Iași and I lived here all my life. It's here in Iași that the story of this project began as well. How you ask? In a most exciting way. Jurassic Park. Watching it in a movie theater was an unbelievable experience. Seeing all those dinosaurs on the huge projection screen, they all seem so real. Which reminds me, Steven Spielberg, thank you from the bottom of my heart. What would I have been in life without you? It's well known that the dinosaurs generated an entire phenomenon. There were dinosaurs everywhere back in those days. Newspapers, magazines, toy stores, libraries, you name it, they had them, which only made me more and more passionate of them. Unfortunately in school I had to let go of my plastic dinosaurs and illustrated encyclopedias to take on something much more serious, the piano. To be completely honest, it was a terrible and humiliating experience. But, since I did love drawing, I was able to study at the art school. Drawing was otherwise why I was really there. Because in between all of the dinosaurs, stories, horses and panda bears, I had one other great pleasure, drawing. Thus came another crucial step in the development of my passions. Our drawing teacher took us to the Natural History Museum so that we could draw animals. It was love at first sight. Everything seemed so fascinating and fun. Elephants, crocodiles, birds, monkeys, butterflies, fish, everything together in one single building behind glass cases. The most entertaining bit was the paleontology section, however. Trilobites, fossils, mammoth tusks, rhinoceros bones, dinosaurs, dioramas and immense paintings. Something was wrong though. Everything seemed so incredibly out of date compared to what I knew about dinosaurs. Unnatural postures, naive and hulking positions. It was then that a seed was planted in my mind. When I grew up I would come back and correct all those errors. I will do so. The museum will present a scientifically accurate image of the creatures long disappeared from the world. Museums must show people the truth. But I was just a kid back then, a long way from being grown up. Still, my love for paleontology persisted, and what could have been more exciting than the Stone Age, the dawn of mankind? Are you familiar with Ran, the French comic book hero? That's when I found out about him. Of course that was all a different story, a fantasy where dinosaurs and mammoths roamed among primitive, almost naked people, but it was so exciting, so who cared about scientific accuracy? Growing up, I found out about other cultures as well. My favorite were the Native Americans, to which I am still deeply and fondly attached. I used to make my own necklaces inspired from tribal arts made out of shells, bones and teeth, and painted my jackets. I was also the very lucky and happy owner of a backpack that had a Native American Indian drawn on it. I was extremely proud of it. Studying in art school, I used to draw all the time, but I also took time to read. And that's how I gradually but greatly enlarged my horizons. From the Song of Hiawatha and Winnetou I grew into other equally exciting but even more interesting fields of study. Ancient history, zoology, anatomy, psychoanalysis, cultural anthropology, mythology, prehistory, paleoanthropology, a whole universe of things and a big stack of books. By the end of high school I had participated in 2 National Olympics and won an honorary prize in one of them, for which I was then handed a diploma of merit for improving the image of my art school. True, I could have done better. For my final graduation work I drew Native American scenes and the results were pretty good, of course. In college, aside from my passions, I focused heavily on the artistic side. My interest for prehistory, primitivism and mythology remained, however, something that could easily be noticed in my paintings at the time. My faculty dissertation was titled Shamanism, Ancestral Echoes. I studied a hell of a lot for my master's degree, and because I usually tend to transform my passions into something useful, combining business and pleasure so to speak, the result was an encyclopedic work titled The Art of Tattooing in Prehistory, Antiquity and Contemporary Tribal Cultures, Art and Cultural Anthropology, What could be more fascinating? Presently I am working on a human lineage project. It's hard work, but interesting, and I am accompanied in this endeavor by a number of friends that share my passion for the field. We already have some results, but we need your help. Human evolution is a domain of study that is still filled with mystery and excitement. We constantly learn new things about our evolutionary past, and someone needs to present these facts and findings to people through images. This is what we want to do, and so we started working. So how about it? Do you think you'd be interested in joining us? If you're still not sure, here's what we've done so far and where we want to go in greater detail. We are welcoming you to leave your own mark onto the Human Lineage project.